Please make more geometry videos. Today we'll be talking about the circle, one of the greatest shapes, an incredible shape, and its formula is given by this: x minus h, where h is going to be our horizontal shift, right? Y minus k, where k is our vertical shift, and then r squared, where r is just a radius. So what that looks like here is, keep a note that this is minus, right? So if I have my h set to like, well, whatever, let's set this to something smaller, like 1, just so we can see it a little better, okay? If this number increases, so if it becomes more negative, so this right now is -6, -7, -8, whatever, it's going to go to the right. And if it becomes positive, which is a negative, it's going to go to the left. Great. Our k value works the same way. As it becomes more negative, it goes up. Less negative, it goes down. Okay, great. I'm going to set this to 0 and set this to 0, just so we are centered. Right, and our r value, our radius, right now it's set to 1. So that means that the area between the farthest point and the midpoint is just 1. Right, 1, 1, 1, 1. That also means that the area from the topmost point to the bottommost point is 2. Because we're going to go 1 and then another 1. So if I set this to, say, 5, that means that the area from here to here is 5. We can see it's 5 up, 5 to the right, 5 to the left, 5 down. That means the area from here, the distance from here to here is 10. Right? That's about it for circles. That's how they work. They might ask you a question where it's like, if 3 comma 4 is the right most point of a circle with radius 3, oops, you can't see that, what is the leftmost point? So let's solve this. So we know our radius has to be 3. So in my circle equation, if I was doing this from scratch, here's how I would solve it, right? I would type in my circle equation. So my parentheses plus parentheses equals, and I know r squared, right? So now I would fill in my stuff. There's an x here, there's a y here, and these should both be squared. So now I'm squaring both of these. Cool, now I have my slider. I know my radius is 3. So I want my rightmost point to be what? 3 comma 4. So I would set this to -3. I would set this to -4. So now my center is there, which is not what I want actually. So I would realize this, and again, I'm doing this how I would do it. I would make this h, now I would make this k, I would add some sliders, and I want my rightmost point to be 3. So what would my h value be in order to make it 3? 0. See, now my rightmost point is 3. My leftmost point has to be 4, so I gotta move this up to there. 3? That might be too high. Yeah, that's 3, 3, so I want this up 1 more. Up to 4. My rightmost point is now 3 comma 4, and you can see that it kind of snaps me over there every once in a while, like it's snapping me to the rightmost point. So yeah, that's helpful. Thank you, Desmos. But 3 comma 4, I know my radius of 3 is like, it tells me that. So what is my leftmost point? Let's see. It's going to snap me over to the leftmost point as long as I click on it. Oop, -3 comma 4. Now, a shortcut there in case you're like, wait, I could have done that faster. You're right. You could have. If you know your y value of your rightmost point, it's going to be the same as the y value of your leftmost point, okay? So, yeah. The right and the left are going to be at the same y level because it's not moving up or down between those two. Now, the reason that this is -3 and this is 3 is because our radius matches our value here, right? So I know that I'm going to be 3 away from this thing. So that means I'm also going to be 3 away from that. However, if this was like 4 comma 4, then I know that my leftmost point would be at -2 because I want to take our rightmost point of 4 and subtract double the radius. So the double the radius is diameter. So I could take 4 minus double the radius of 6, and I'd get my other point, my leftmost point is -2. However, that sometimes can be difficult to remember. Just hop on Desmos and do it, bro. That's what I would do. I would do Desmos as much as possible because I'll save my brain for thinking about the questions that need my thinking. when it does it, I'll just do it on Desmos. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.